And now the battle ensuing, and Shida.
Yeah,
Shida risking disqualification if she does it. And Toni Storm wants to do it. She wants the easy way out.
That's why she slid it in. That's why Saraya slid it in.
Referee giving some leniency because this is a World Championship matchup. I don't blame him.
And also because Saraya and Ruby Soho not participants in this match, but the spray paint in the eyes!
Oh my God, she's got it here.
Storm Zero! Paul Turner never saw it! And 1, 2, and 3. Oh, again!
Oh, buddy!
Hikaru Shida will not be denied!
The manipulation all night almost worked that time.
The heart, the fight, and the fortitude of Shida.
Taz, those are the instincts of a champion.
Yep.
Right? She couldn't see, but she knew the referee's cadence. She was able to kick out. Shida reverses the high stack.
Oh, no!
The winner of this match.
Oh!
And new AEW Women's World Champion, Hikaru Shida.
What a great way to cap off a celebration of AEW.
We just made history.
The heart of a champion, the instincts of a champion. Hikaru Shida becomes the 9th AEW Women's World Champion, as well as a 2-time AEW Women's World Champion.
Yo, party people, what is up? It's your boy, the best gabber in the biz. Dynamite 200 is in the books. Here's to another 200 and plus more episodes, because AEW is where it's at. A lot of great stuff happened on the historic 200 episode tonight. Moxley, Penta, Trent absolutely killed it in their three-way anything goes match, which is leading to a callback of a great match from Daily's Place lore. Plus, MJF, Adam Cole, Better Than You, baby, best buddies are main eventing all in together for the World Championship. And RVD is back here in AEW, and he's coming for Jack Perry's ass, and so much more. Guys, everything that happened here on the show tonight, you're going to hear about it right here, right now. So make sure to like and subscribe, especially for our new women's champion, Hikaru Shida, because the newest episode of The Gift of Gabe, covering Dynamite's 200th episode, starts right about, now. Okay, guys, so first, give a round of applause to our new Women's World Champion, Hikaru Shida, only now the second ever 2-time AEW Women's World Champion. Along with Jon Moxley, she literally carried AEW on its back as the Women's Champion, and even longer than that, pretty much during the entire Daily's Place era. Like, I get people say this is cool because, she keeps saying most of her title reign, not all of it, was without fans in attendance or like a little number. But by the time we got to like March, April, there were a good amount of fans back. So she got a dabble of it, but now she'll get to have an entire run in front of fans as a Women's World Champion. So from that point, I get it. Honestly, wasn't expecting a title change. When it was in the main event, I was like, maybe. But I really wasn't 100% expecting it. I don't hate it, but I'm not too like, oh yeah, let's. Cause we've seen it, done it. We gotta have more guys holding belts and girls holding belts like more than just like once, cause it's gotta happen like with championship belts at some point. But honestly, I didn't really know what they were gonna do. I guess she'll be champion, but for All In, and maybe they made her champion so they can have a big dream match with her at All In for the women's title. I don't really know. Personally, I'm looking forward to the day, really, when I get to dance my way into seeing Willow Nightingale's Women's World Champion, but we'll get to that point. So, still though, mad props to Hikaru Shida. Congratulations once again, new AEW Women's World Champion. Let's see where it goes. Guys, tonight we had a lot of cool matches, and we kicked things off with a dope one. Jericho, leader of the JAS, or former JAS, or whatever is going to be left of it at this point, who knows, teaming up with the scumbags Takeshita and Don Callis in their corner to take on Sammy Guevara and Dancing Danny Garcia. The match was super solid. I want to point out a little bit of a side note here. Teaming up Daniel Garcia and Sammy Guevara, really good choice, because as displayed tonight, it's really helping to get Sammy over back as the overwhelming babyface he was before the crowd kind of like turned on for stupid shit. But I like it, and it's good because their chemistry, it's always been there since this group was made and they started getting put together like in small little amounts. It's there, the combination of just the dancing of Garcia and then just the back and forth like jokes and just, like I said, in-ring and out-of-the-ring chemistry that those two have. It's a great dynamic that I'm liking, And it looks like already tonight it worked a little bit, and was going to probably work more in the future of getting Sammy back to that big time babyface that he was like a year and a half ago. So I like that. I liked the match that we kicked off with. Jericho, he was hesitant about it, but he ended up taking the pin over Daniel Garcia with that little help from Floyd, from Don Callis. He didn't love it, but it still got the 1, 2, 3. And Jericho, he did look dejected afterwards. He was just like, yo, Callis, what the fuck, dude? Literally, word for word. Didn't even bleep it out, or they tried to. And, well, now we got a JAS mandatory meeting happening next week. And, man, this whole thing is not making Daddy Magic's nipples hard. They are soft as a rock right now. No, it's not sports entertaining, because they're supposed to be entertainers, not breaking your heart by making your Daddy Magic nipples soft. You don't do that. You don't do that as a sports entertainer. But it's whatevs. Next week, potentially, it looks like Jericho about to freaking turn babyface. But hey, maybe we could be wrong. Maybe they're going to pull some kind of whole swerve and make the whole former JAS be the member of the Don Callis family. Who really knows? But most likely, it's going to be looking like Jericho is going to be turning, babyface, and it could lead into the rumors of potentially Jericho versus Ospreay at All In, because, Will, even though he doesn't like Callis, he owes him a favor, I guess, for helping him back at Forbidden Door. So, again, let's see where that goes. I'm all for it. Face Chris Jericho is fun, Chris Jericho, and honestly, I would love to see all these guys back as faces, or faces for the first time, because that potentially will make Daddy Magic's nipples very hard. Guys, tonight, Moxley, Penta, El Cero Miedo, and Trent Beretta, 3 of the AEW originals from first day, from when it first opened its doors 4 years ago, and they tore down the house. Thumbtacks, tables, destroyers through tables, all kinds of wicked shit. And oh my god, it was fantastic. Trent actually ended up coming out with the dub. I thought it was Moxley's match to win, though, and at the end of the day, it makes sense. Moxley did end up taking the pin. Trent ended up pinning Penta, but the match was fantastic. Really encapsulating, once again, a great hardcore match that AEW has put on plenty of over the past 4 years, over the past 200 episodes, since its very first inception. I loved every single second, and the spots were all freaking great. But what got me even more excited is that for the first time since Daily's Place 2020, when we were literally in the midst of a lockdown, we are getting the return of one of the best AEW matches that ever took place, not just in Daily's Place, but in AEW. Best Friends are going to be competing in the second ever AEW parking lot brawl against the BCC, whichever members they decide to go with on the next episode of Rampage. Honestly, might have to just check that Rampage out just for that match, guys. So you're definitely not going to want to miss that. Just thinking back to when Best Friends and Proud and Powerful, God, when they were still a team, when they had that first great match in a parking lot brawl, it was literally one of the best ever. They only did it once, but we were still talking about it to this day, to where everybody is excited as hell for them to do it again. And with the BCC, who are even more brutal and love to just inflict punishment, sign me up. Personally, I probably would have done it on like a Dynamite or something. But hey, it will get people to tune in to this episode of Rampage, strictly just to watch that, because the first one was so great, and there's no shot in hell we're going to want to miss this one, because you never know. It took 4 years for the second one to happen. Who knows when it'll be for the next one to happen. So definitely Moxley or Claudio and Yuta, or whichever one of those tandems of that trio versus Best Friends in a parking lot brawl. It's going to be even more violent than the triple threat tonight, and I am so down for it. It's going to be violent. It's going to be a banger. And it's going to be a match none of us, I repeat, are going to want to miss. Speaking of not want to miss, guys, you're not going to want to miss for the first time ever. Next week, Jack Perry is going to be defending his FTW title against one of the best to do it, not just in ECW, but in pro wrestling. ECW legend, Rob Van Dam. How the hell did we get here? Jerry Lynn said, yo, I can't fight you, Jack, tonight. But you know what? I got someone who's still in pretty good shape and still wrestling that's ready to kick your ass and hit RVD's music. Let's freaking go. Next week, FTW rules. Van Dam, Jack Perry for the FTW title. I saw rumors about it earlier today that potentially they're going to do this match at All In. So I'm a little surprised that it's happening next week. But Hell, screw it. Rob Van Dam is going to make his first official match in AEW. It's insane. Let's go. The fact that he even still wrestles, honestly, to this day and looks pretty decent at it, or more than decent, blows my mind because he's just as old or maybe a little bit older than Chris Jericho. So it's a little wild. And man, Jack, you've never had one in your life, but a 5-star, my friend, it's going to hurt. Van Daminaires are going to hurt. That freaking drop kick right into it like a trash can on the other side of the corner is going to hurt. Dude, all next week is just going to be straight up pain. So just hope for the fact that you're able to walk out of the arena, let alone walk out with your championship. But in all seriousness, he's going to walk out with this championship. Jack Perry's FTW title run isn't over yet. I guess they're going to maybe keep this going where he just keeps running through ECW legends and then maybe tries to the title. Because I don't see anyone else being FTW champion after Jack Perry, especially after he runs through these ECW legends. But hey, I've been wrong. He hasn't trashed it yet, and I thought he would have done it like on last week's Dynamite. So hey, Van Dam, welcome to the show, the whole show, baby. And go tear it down with Jack Perry next week. One more time just for fun. Rob Van Dam.
Right here in Tampa, Dynamite 200. I cannot believe my eyes.
Tell you what, Jack Perry, you stepped in it, son. Had a lot of battles with Van Dam. He's an amazing competitor, multi-time world champion,
an incredible athlete. And just as Jerry Lynn said, he can still go.
Oh, he can.
And he is staring the FTW champion, Jack Perry, dead in the eyes.
Guys, when I ask you a question that definitely has an answer to it, when I ask, what is AEW's All Elite Wrestling's version of Absolute Cinema? What is it? We all know what it is. It is the team, the tandem of Better Than You, baby. Once again, another incredible segment. MJF fully embracing his babyfaceness, becoming our scumbag that we are all proud to have. And now it is leading to the big rematch. Adam Cole, MJF, the battle of the best buddies for the second time around this summer in the main event of Wembley Stadium's All In pay-per-view. The moment, it was beautiful. The hug, it was beautiful again. We can watch these guys hug every single week, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely cinema. I'm gonna love it. In all honesty, though, MJF is most likely gonna end up winning. He's got a date with CM Punk coming up probably afterwards, because the real world champion didn't bring that belt out of the bag to just just fight against Ricky Starks, and for that to be the end of it. Now they're gonna be on a collision course to finish out the trilogy that should have happened last year, without the whole brawl out incident. Honestly, though, my theory is potentially Roderick Strong looks super peeved afterwards, and the Kingdom was talking to him, and Adam Cole's got history with them. No BS. Maybe this is the match. Roderick Strong actually costs Adam Cole, turns heel, joins the Kingdom or whatever, and they actually end up feuding, and we actually get to keep babyface MJF for a feud against CM Punk, and Cole and MJF get to still keep being friends. It's something we honestly didn't see coming, but it's now looking like Roderick Strong might be the one to turn heel, and Cole and MJF are both going to end up staying faces. So, but look, the first time they battled, it was literally incredible. 30-minute time limit draw. They did it as enemies. Now, the match is going to be even better because they're doing it as best friends. They're doing it as brothers. As brothers, man. I cannot wait for All In. Cole, MJF, they're going to tear it down in Wembley Stadium. Got a couple more weeks till then. So, let's keep enjoying more of this babyface MJF. Because dude's going full, babyface, smiling, totally being vulnerable. And Max, we feel you, bro. You are our scumbag now and forever. And we love you, Max. And we love you, too. We love both you guys. Better Than You, baby. For life.
Because you don't deserve just any match. You deserve the match. In front of the most historic crowd in the history of our sport, on the most historic night in the history of our sport, in the main event, MJF, Adam Cole, Wembley, all in.
Wow.
There is no one I would want to make history with more than you, so please sign it.
This is a stunning change of heart. I'm shocked. I know Max well, dude. I'm shocked, but
I don't know what to say, guys. I really don't.
It's going to be massive. I mean, giving him opportunity for the world title at Wembley.
Max, I love you, man.
I love you too, dude.
Incredible.
Oh my God. Oh, dude. I'm gonna be honest. I'm obviously gonna win. Oh, I'm gonna win.
Okay, you guys, that is Dynamite. We are Dunskies. Put it in the rearview mirror. The biggest week of the summer for WWE is coming up this Friday. SmackDown SummerSlam's Eve. The real tribal chief, Jey Uso, is coming out to make one final statement before he goes head-to-head with Roman this Saturday night. And if that's not enough cinema for you want to tune in, I'm sure there's going to be plenty more that's going to end up being announced. And then SummerSlam, biggest party of the summer. It's coming at you. Roman and Jey, Tribal Combat, Seth and Finn, World Championship. Will Damian Priest cash in? Who freaking knows? And so much more matches on the card, and maybe a great one or a legend killer / Viper could even show up to get a Grayson Waller rub, baby. So guys, trust me, you're not going to miss any of these shows. SummerSlam coming up, or All In, All Out coming up soon after. And you're definitely not going to want to miss what your boy, the best gabber in the biz, has to say afterwards. So keep doing what you're doing. Like, subscribe, all that cool shiz. And remember, when it comes to talking wrestling, who better to gab with than Gabe right there. Okay, guys, see you after SmackDown this Friday as we prepare for the biggest party of the summer, SummerSlam. Deuces, party peoples. I'm out of here.